Who does the intro?
I don't know. Who does it?
This is a dual stream. Make sure you show support for Brucifer's channel as well. Get his watch time hours. If you haven't subscribed yet, you should. Look at that clean. He's getting all clean shaven and fresh. For me, he's gonna be visiting me soon. He's gonna be visiting.
What?
Voltaire, right on time.
Geez. Here we go.
Kathy Kennedy news. Voltaire.
Hi and hello, everybody.
Whoa!
Hey,
Wow.
He's ready.
Who let this guy in here?
Yeah, this is an awesome crew. The hand of MME is here. Brian's going to be pushing back on the Kathy Kennedy. He said right before the stream, he said, "You're ruining it for Star Wars fans." And I said, "You're ruining it for Star Trek fans."
That's what I said last.
Wow.
That's what I said to you the other night.
Well,
yeah, I said you're what's
Yeah,
wrong with
it's true.
I'm not ruining it for nothing. She ruins it herself. But we do have. I have a lot to say. But before that,
Well, I'm surprised you chose Kathleen Kennedy over Gunn's announcements today.
well, I want to comment on that too because you're going to be shocked. I'm going to have a Snyder Bro reacts.
Oh,
hold on.
What's your take on the new
breaking
on the
news?
new other?
Breaking news. Christmas did not come for Kathy this year. No extension news of her contract that is ending in 2024.
I thought it was ending in 2025.
Dave Filoni got a promotion of a job that he's already basically doing. And there's no news about the Rey movie. A lot of these combination of things. And listen, the news is coming out fast and furious after the strikes. Am I wrong there, Voltaire, Brucifer, Brian?
Mm-hmm.
You're correct.
But you're missing any news or progress on what's going on with the Rey movie. Now, hopefully, hopefully I'm wrong. And because I know there's a lot of Rey fans.
I think right here, Rey fan right here. She made a comment today about the Rey movie is moving forward and it's going to be like nothing you've ever seen before.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I still speculate that because there's also news about Dave Filoni. Oh, really? Is that on Twitter? Sticks, if you're available, hop on. I can't send links on my upstairs computer.
Strange Marvel Theories gifted 5 memberships.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Strange Marvel Theories. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate you supporting the show this way. I got to do a one-on-one with Strange Marvel Theories. I want to try to do one-on-one shows every once in a while. It's hard because I'm so busy. But I'd love to have you on as a one-on-one, Strange. Really appreciate it. So my speculation is that there's already lots of scoopers are saying that that season 2 of Ahsoka is already he's deep in it writing. I'm thinking they're going to push Ahsoka pretty deep to get this promotion.
Couple deep at least.
Really deep to get this promotion.
The one thing I hope with this announcement is he gets rid of that stupid ad.
No, that's part of his character. That's like
Cowboy Dave Filoni.
No,
that's like asking George Lucas to get rid of the flannel, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
God.
I would never say boo.
It's flannel.
But what I was going to say is my speculation is even if they continue the Rey movie, that they're going to start with Ahsoka leading into Thrawn and then Thrawn theatrical next season.
Sounds
and then
like
leads
they're
right to a
grooming
movie
him for taking over when Kathleen Kennedy steps aside.
Heck yeah.
So I feel like that Ahsoka and Thrawn are going to get the priority because of Kathy Kennedy's failures to get anything else rolling. And like, what have you done, Kathy? What have you done?
Aside from
she's like, well, I brought back Rey, which is fine. I'm not against Rey. Voltaire, you're not against them doing a Rey project. But all these years, and that's the first thing you push into the theater, I don't think it's the right move.
Well, she had no say in the Ahsoka show. Okay.
You want to know why I can't have a conversation like this, dude? Because it's like, dude, you guys only give her credit for the sequel trilogy. Anything that's been good,
that was Jon
Favreau.
Rogue One.
That was Dave Filoni.
Rogue One. I don't like that she took over Gareth Edwards, but she also got. She pushed along and got. I'm trying to give her credit for something besides the sequel trilogy, if you'd let me. She also got Andor, and I love Andor.
Mando.
Mando was pitched, and she was at the head of it when it happened. But if I'm gonna honestly give her credit, okay, was there.
She was there.
But I also saw the documentary behind the scenes, and she's at the table. She's got nothing to say.
You could say that about all the other movies, though, dude. Okay. She had the same amount to do.
All I'm saying
is her name on a piece of paper.
I want
this dude to direct.
I'm looking at the things that people aren't really seeing. Okay, they're focusing on Dave Filoni. That's great, but her contract is ending, and usually they would announce an extension at the end of the year. It still could happen. I would be so shocked if it did. I'd be shocked if also
there's a few more weeks left in the year, Max.
No, I know that, but I would be shocked if they said Dave Filoni first, and then they say, "Oh, we're giving Kathy an extension." I also think they're copying James Gunn. Peter Safran is the new model, especially after Feige has floundered a little bit lately. The new model is
you really think
get a creative to work with someone that's kind of like a silent partner, like Peter Safran, and God knows Kathy's silent on everything.
I just think that she made up this title to keep the fans happy. He's going to have no power whatsoever.
Are you the same man that says James Gunn has a lot of power? You're so Dave Filoni all of a sudden is not going to have any power. He's basically Dave Filoni is the James Gunn of Star Wars now.
No.
Her contract does run in 2024, by the way.
It runs out, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Joe. What the heck?
Everybody keeps trying to put him in, take him out.
Not me.
Joe, how's this news coming to you?
I don't know. I'm probably not going to stick around too long tonight. I'm so depressed after today. It's just like the movie news we've gotten today has just been like one punch in the gut after another.
Really? Why?
The
Kathy Kennedy?
Well, the Kathy Kennedy. Well, Kathy Kennedy. There's no news there. I mean, she promoted Filoni. Okay, that's fine. All right, whatever. But I mean, the Muppets Mayhem news was downright depressing. I mean,
I didn't hear about that.
They canceled it.
Canceled after one season. You know, hit show. Everybody liked it. It was winning awards. It got nominated for all kinds of awards and was winning awards. And no, once again, Disney kicks the Muppets straight in the balls. Like my friend Brendan. Yeah, my friend Brendan's like, oh, they got to sell the Muppets. And I'm like, yeah, well, with our luck, David Zaslav will just get his hands on them and put them away for a tax write-off. And then it's like you're already down over the Muppets getting canceled. Although there is a silver lining there. Adam Goldberg says they are working on a new Muppets project. So apparently there's something new coming. But then this Melissa Barrera news. And it's like, the more I read about that, the more it sounds like that was really unjustified. I mean, at first I was kind of giving it the benefit of the doubt going, okay, well, what did she say? Did she say something? Maybe this is justified. But the more you look into it, it's like, no, it doesn't look like it was.
It seemed like there's become a culture of when you can't criticize Israel without being labeled a anti-Semite.
Yeah, that's really scary how much it is. Yeah. Okay, well, I also wanted, now that I got this up, I really want to thank you again, Strange Marvel Theories. Really appreciate that. Voltaire is back. The Juice Mane, Ghost Bumbles, Artemis, and Jeffrey Miller is back as well. Artemis and Jeffrey Miller. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm sorry to hear that, Joe. It's not, to be fair, though, it's a symptom of the whole industry focusing only on 3D animation than other like practical puppets, stop motion. There's very few places for it. Even Netflix had that resurrected Dark Crystal, and that people like that, and that stopped too. I say it's very unfortunate because these things are amazing.
Yeah, well, Disney Plus did it previously with the Jim Henson series, Earth to Ned. They did one season of Earth to Ned. I mean, I know a guy who was a puppeteer on that show, and that's one of the shows they yanked off the service. Not only did they cancel it, they took those episodes away. You can't even watch it now.
Bastards.
Strange Marvel theories. Can't even discuss constructive criticism or otherwise.
That's everywhere nowadays. That's even when you try to constructively criticize Kathy, you get your head bit off.
You sure do.
Susan, Susan Sarandon was let go because of from her talent agency today because of something she said at a pro-Palestine rally today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's best not to get to comment on it. I really don't want to comment on it too much. I'm going to limit myself as well because who knows? I need my job. I know everyone needs theirs. It's like it's a crazy environment. Politics are only getting more intense. Where they everyone wants to. I don't hate anybody, but people hate the other side. I value all human life is all I'm saying. And we should be more careful. We should be able to criticize when human life is being extinguished like that on any way. And lots of this world looks like it's heading towards more wars and everything. And that's not good for anybody. So that's all I could say.
That's why.
All right, now back to Kathleen Kennedy hate.
Screw it, dude. I'm eating bacon.
Yeah, this is why entertainment stuff is so much more fun to talk about, right, Voltaire? It's like I don't want to talk about real world stuff. Let's talk about how Kathy Kennedy's dropping the ball.
Yeah. I refuse to talk about real world stuff.
Yeah. Well, what's your thoughts? I don't hate her. I'm very critical of her. I do think she contributed a lot to my childhood. Absolutely. And I've been consistent. I said when they were giving George Lucas and everyone props for Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny and they didn't thank Kathy too, that was a disgrace. That was on the stage. Voltaire knows what I'm talking about. Remember? They just kind of skipped. I think that was a disgrace. She was right there in the trenches with all of them, and she's standing right there. It was very embarrassing.
Was she in the trenches with all of them? Steven Spielberg didn't treat her like she was.
I think she probably requested not to be mentioned.
I doubt that.
Have you seen the video and the look on her face, Joe?
Yeah, she's very humble. I think she's one of those people who just. I think she just didn't want it. I don't think she wanted the attention.
Okay.
She's always been very behind the scenes on the Indiana Jones movies.
That's why she's. Go ahead.
Dude, you guys
go ahead, Brian. Get him, Brian.
Seriously overthink what she does. I say this every time we do this. You guys seriously overthink what she does. Okay. I mean, basically, she signs papers, says, "Hey, go." Okay.
I think she underthinks what she does.
Okay. Oh, God. You're clearly biased against her for some
absolutely
God unknown reason. Probably from your days linked to the Phantom Menace.
No, never part of the Phantom Menace.
I don't know.
I've seen some of those videos.
Tangential, I guess. I mean, you say the same things. I mean, what's the difference?
Do you hear this?
You blatantly ignore the fact that she's
down
decent stuff.
Criticize her because
she's made more good Star Wars than George Lucas did.
Bullshit.
I agree with you, Joe.
That's a fact.
Absolutely. I love you, Joe, but absolutely bullshit.
George Lucas made 3 good Star Wars
movies. I criticize Kathy Kennedy just like I would any other executive.
1.5.
That's not true.
Because I treat women equally.
It's not about women. It's not about women. It's about
can't do the same. You have the problem, not me.
Have you criticized Kevin Feige at all for the last year of movies?
Oh yeah, Feige
as much as Kathleen Kennedy.
Nowhere near.
Marvel is still producing content that I really enjoy, so I have mixed bag. There's some things,
and so is Lucasfilms.
So is Star Wars. Aside from the Indiana Jones movie.
Oh wow, Strange Marvel Theories, $25. Thank you for the support, Strange. At least I have this community talk for camaraderie and happiness. The real world is saddening. Absolutely Strange, and
very much so.
Well said.
Sometimes
we appreciate you.
Sometimes I want to comment on your Strange Marvel videos on your channel, and you don't always have comments on. So I would like to again, I'm going to bring back the one-on-one. I'd like you, Doctor Strange, to come on for a one-on-one with me, and we'll go through Loki season 2 or whatever you want to talk about. But yeah, I'm honest. That's no BS. I feel like I'm being attacked because I am critical of her, just like any film executive.
You're so knee jerk, though. It's like every time something comes out.
What are you talking about, knee jerk? 5 years without a Star Wars movie?
Yeah, but the defense of her is always so aggressive and angry. It's like we're just commenting on stuff we observe about her and our opinions.
About projects.
Everybody loses their minds.
I think that
myself, and I have to do
it. I think the anger comes from Perp sat down and explained to you guys what her job is, what she does, what she's in charge of, and you guys still don't get it. It's frustrating sometimes.
Well, it is. I was angry at her one time. I'm no longer angry at Kathy Kennedy. I give her a lot of credit. A lot of my VHS has her name on the back credits.
Well, it's like customer service, dude. It's like being in customer service. You sit there and you're just trying to get what you need out of the customer to help them with what they need. And it's like you explain to them in the most basic terms how what they're doing works. They're nodding along, and as soon as you're done, they're like, okay, so what do I do now?
Well, while Joe's here, we could turn it positive because I actually have something extremely positive to say about James Gunn. And I am very critical of James
Gunn. That's all the Filoni talk?
No.
There's more to say.
But Joe said that he might not be on too long. So I want to
I will say this about Filoni. I don't know if I like Filoni. Like I'm legit not sure if I like. I'm not sure if I like him because I mean he was partially responsible for The Mandalorian. Okay, I like The Mandalorian, but that had Favreau involved. Mm-hmm. Mostly what he's known for is the animated stuff, and I don't really like it.
I love the
I hated the Clone Wars. Rebels is better than Clone Wars. I hate Clone Wars. And Ahsoka was very much in line with Rebels and Clone Wars, and I thought it was okay. I didn't hate Ahsoka, but it's of all the live action shows, the only one I liked less was Andor. So I don't know. I'm kind of ambivalent on Dave Filoni. I don't know if I connect with him. I gotta see more from him because the animated stuff doesn't really connect with me.
Fair. What are you talking about? I do stuff reviews. I do everything I comment on is something I want to comment on.
Kathy,
I don't.
I
do want views too.
About Kathy Kennedy.
I'm not bitching. No, I'm just saying you would usually get
pointing it out.
More news about Rey, more news about her movie, and more news about Kathy getting another extension, and that hasn't happened yet. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'd be surprised if they offer an extension, and then I will take my L.
She's probably just done. Like seriously,
she's not getting an extension.
She's not going to take one. It's going to be up to her. Okay, and she's not going to do it because she's probably just tired of.
If it was anyone else, it wouldn't be up to them. That's not fair.
I mean, I think
that's not fair. How do you know that?
Was the other executives that have failed, like at DC and stuff, they get replaced all the time.
Has she really failed?
What, dude?
Well, on a lot of eyes, she has. That's
Joe. What do you think about this? Because if me, Brian, Max, and Voltaire disagree on this. What do you think?
The question: did Kathleen Kennedy fail?
Yes.
I mean, that's an unequivocal no. She's had huge success. She's made the most successful Star Wars movies ever made. She successfully brought Star Wars to television. I mean, she's had unparalleled success. Even Indiana Jones, that failed at the box office. You can't pin that on her because they made a good movie. As the critics and the audience score indicates, people liked the movie. People just didn't pay to see the movie. And there's a difference. All they can do is make the movie. And whether the people go to see it or not, that's up to the people. But like all they can do is make the thing. If they made a shitty movie, then you go, oh, well, look, you crap the bed here. But they didn't. So.
All right. Wow. Strange is making it rain. Speaking of, thank you, Strange. Speaking of Loki season 2, there was a callback to the first Captain America film during the final moments of Loki season 2. $5 to the channel to whoever can tell me the connection.
Connection to what?
End of Loki season 2, a callback to the first Captain America film.
The season finale had a lot going on. Strange Marvel theory.
Wow.
Wow.
I wish I knew. I don't know.
Idrisil, the World Tree. It was on the Captain America, the door for Captain America, which had the Tesseract.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, Brian's part channel owner of my channel, so I think that counts over here. Woo, Brian, paying attention. Woo.
Woo-hoo.
Nice job, Brian.
Marvel shill.
Yeah, but also Guardians did just fine. You know, good movies still do well.
I'm just saying, guys, like, you're being way too critical of her, as per usual, and that's fine. That's your right.
I told everyone I have a bias against these high-paid film executives that have all this money and all these resources, and then they still fail.
You guys say we're being too critical of her. I think you guys are being too apologetic for her. I don't agree with what your views are that she's done great. I think
I respect that you can have those views.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. She's got some W's. There's no question about it. She created under her watch, just like whoever's the president gets credit for the economy. That's kind of how it goes. So Grogu is the type of character that, you know, middle-aged mothers know who he is. He's an iconic character that happened under her watch. So she gets credit for that. You know, that's a big, and you may not think it's a big W. That's a huge W because Star Wars hasn't been relevant culturally for the most part outside of people like us for a long time. She got normies. She got middle-aged housewives involved in that thing, you know?
I don't agree with that. I think the normies have always been the biggest Star Wars fans.
Yeah, I agree.
So. That's why Star Wars is so big, because the normies love it. That's as a Star Trek fan, when people want to put Star Trek up against Star Wars is always going to win because it's got mass appeal to the normies. That's why it can have a land at Disney World.
Yeah, it does have mass appeal, and that's why she blew it. It should be way more popular than what it is.
How did she blow it? She made the most successful movies.
Yeah, but not adjusting for inflation and everything. Yeah, you're right.
Inflation.
Not a thing.
Look. Anyone could have put together, headed that studio and made that first movie successful. Absolutely easy.
Not anyone did it though.
The promise of Luke Skywalker. Yes, that happened under her watch, but that was been a build up even from George was promoting that for like 20 years. So
when
he was always talking about eventually doing the sequel trilogy, and he finally got it together. He
said he wasn't going to do it.
He signed them all under the contract before he ended to Disney.
He flat out said there was no more after episode 6. He said he was done.
You really must not like George Lucas much, because he was going back and forth on that.
Yeah,
and for years he was saying
he had a treatment that we didn't know about until 2012.
Do you know that the sequel trilogy only happened because
George there would be no more?
George signed them all to a contract. They signed the contract without knowing Disney was involved. If you go to Mark, why are you looking at me like I'm crazy? If you don't know this, Mark Hamill has said, I didn't know I was signing. Why am I holding my breasts?
I don't know.
Mark Hamill said, I didn't know I was.
That's kind of weird, dude.
I signed a contract with George. I didn't know I was going to Disney. They all signed a contract with George Lucas. And then he decided to sell it off. And then he thought he was naive to think that they would still have him more involved, and they didn't.
Well, he walked away from the deal, and then he gave them his treatments for the next 3 movies, and that's what sealed the deal for him. But anyway, they don't have to listen to him. He took his $4 billion. It's not his, so he doesn't get to say anything about it anyway. But that was the thought.
But he was naive to think it would go smoother for him, I set everything up. I handed off.
I'm not a George Lucas apologist. He's the one who told them he wanted Kathy Kennedy at the helm.
Yeah, and it's an established fact that Harrison Ford signed his deal with Disney, not with George. He signed with Disney because he was reluctant to sign, and it was made public when he signed to do The Force Awakens that he had a stipulation in his contract that he would only sign to do The Force Awakens if they promised him another Indiana Jones movie.
Yep. So he was just going through the motions in the Star Trek movie. He really wanted to do Indiana.
I watched many interviews with George and Mark, and even
he phoned that performance in.
Even Carrie Fisher that says they signed on with George before.
Can you bring that up?
Every single night, the same arrangement. I go out and fight the fight.
Maybe when they scrapped the treatment,
Just
they had to re-sign people. I don't know.
Damn you, Joe.
If
you don't know, we will
through the
Strange
fire.
Marvel Theories wants us to get back to Marvel talk.
Wow.
$25. Wow.
Let's go.
I have to give him.
All
right.
No, don't do that.
I didn't notice
Keep that shirt down, Max.
Keep
that
my shirt
down.
on for this. Wow.
Yes, please.
I've successfully got that stuck in my head now.
The carving of the World Tree in the first Captain America film had a snake wrapped around the cosmic cube, which represented and foreshadowed Loki's destiny. Wow.
Ooh.
I don't even remember that. I got to go back and
That's
check that out.
Deep cut right there.
Deep cut, Strange. We got to get you on for some Marvel talk for sure.
Hey, do we have set topics tonight? Do we have like a list of set topics?
Have you met Max?
Well, the Kathy, and then I had this prepared while you're here. It's very positive.
All right.
You know, maybe I should do this again. Hold on.
Because there is one bit of positive movie news that came out today that I'm excited about.
All right, we'll get to that right after this, Joe.
Breaking news.
Wow,
breaking news.
You haven't used that twice in a stream in months.
Yeah, I know. A lot of great stuff. I feel bad for Joe because I know some of the things he likes are not getting continuation, and I feel sorry for you. And there's a special place in my heart for the Muppets too. I'm just not a hardcore like Joe is, so I'm really sorry to hear that. But I will say this, and I'm going to clip this out. A Snyder bro admits the truth about James Gunn's Superman Legacy casting.
Oh, jeez.
Why are you saying, oh, Jesus? I said this was positive.
You think that's positive? Okay.
Let me bring this up. This is on Twitter. Hopefully my computer will even let me show Twitter. I can't tweet or anything on here. Okay. So, update the cast of Superman Legacy this far. And this is where I will admit the truth. Regardless of what I wanted to happen, of Zach coming back, the being sold to Netflix or anything, if you take away that bias and you take this casting in isolation, this is one of the best damn Superman casts I've ever seen. This cast is fire. Taking away my baggage, this is an amazing casting. So let's look at this. Mm-hmm. Superman, I do think he looks a lot like Cavill, and I think he's a great actor. I don't know how different he's going to be from Cavill. He also got jacked for it. Great Lois Lane. I almost said, I don't know why I said Lois Lane. Lex Luthor. I love this actor. I forget his name. What's his name again?
He's perfect.
Holt.
Yeah.
Nicholas Holt.
Holt. I've been waiting for him. He's a great actor that's been around for so long, but in such nerd culture, and he doesn't always get the greatest parts. I think he's going to steal the show with this. I think he's going to be an amazing Lex. This guy was basically born to play Jimmy Olsen. He looks so much like Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, his name is Skylar Gisondo.
Mm-hmm. I don't know who she is on the right there.
Is that the actress playing Miss Tessmacher?
Yeah, that's Sarah Sampaio.
Yeah,
she's a Portuguese actress. She was in a video with Yeezy.
Mm-hmm. This actress, I don't know who she is, but yes, as we saw,
you know who anybody is.
I don't know who she is.
I don't know who this is, but it's a great
yes.
That is Maria Gabriella.
Yeah,
he was in
this guy
Deadly Class on Sci-Fi.
This guy was in first X-Men First Class. I liked them in there, and I don't know about Mr. Terrific, but he looks like a great casting for that character. Hawk Girl, listen, I'm very upset that we might not get Hawkman again, but having Hawk Girl, great. Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, great.
You're not going to do any better than that. That's perfection.
This guy is Is that Metamorpho?
Yes.
Yeah, he just has the look, and I really liked him. Where was he? Was he in the Gotham?
If you watch the show
Gotham
Barry, yeah, he was in Barry. That's where I know him from. Okay. He's hilarious in Barry.
So people think I'm biased as hell. I will say this: if I take away my personal baggage or the baggage of the DC or whatever, this cast is lit. This is like, you can't get better casting than this. So I mean, if you're not gonna have Calvin,
yes, you can. Rebel Moon has a better cast than this. Just saying.
I actually disagree.
Oh, whoa, Max!
I love the cast of Rebel Moon. I'm not in love with all the characters like I am with this.
I dig who they got with.
Darn you to make me say that. You see how fair I am? I love Zack Snyder in my heart more than James Gunn. I do love James Gunn, but I have to say
I disagree with that one.
The cast has more fire here than Rebel Moon. Although I really think
Nicholas Hoult bright spots in Rebel Moon. Nicholas Holt's going to make a hell of a Lex Luthor.
Just because I'm not sold on other characters in Rebel Moon. Now, if I see it, I could change my mind. But looking out from where we are now.
Did you see all the revisionist history that was going out on Twitter today, where people were like, "Oh, Jesse Eisenberg was the greatest Lex Luthor of all time."
Love Jesse.
I'm like, "What? You can't." It's like, where did this come from? Nobody liked him. Like, even that when he was cast, everyone was like, "Oh my god, he was the worst part of that movie." Everyone said,
"Oh, Goldman."
I agree.
So, does anyone have any thoughts about my take on James Gunn? Voltaire, was I being fair there?
Yeah. I mean, you only love that Raphael doll you sleep with behind you more than you love Zack Snyder, so that's impressive.
Making fun of my stuffed animals.
On your bed, you sleep with that or what?
Oh my god! Guess what I found in Target the other day?
Chewbacca Zoom Zoom.
I found a plush like pillow pal, like those pillow people, that they have. I found a Blue Beetle.
What the fuck? Sleepy ET? What do you mean? What the F is that? My wife picked this up. I can do anything I want in my room.
Yes, you can, because you're a good boy.
The privacy of his own room. He's a man. He's paying his own bills.
It's not private. I'm showing it for the world. 43 viewers. But what did you think of what I said, Voltaire? That cast? I'm admitting the truth. That's a fire cast.
I agree. I want to back. Better than the Rebel Moon cast. It is good casting so far.
I really like Ray
James
Fisher.
Gunn. I have a lot of faith in James Gunn.
Okay, I really like Ray Fisher as the I'm really looking forward to Rebel Moon. I love the main actress.
Gonna say, Rebel Moon loses points just for casting Ray Fisher.
Ray Fisher. I don't like all his social media activity, but I love Ray Fisher's acting. I think he's an amazing actor.
The Snyder Cut redeemed him.
Yeah, and then his action star prowess. I think he's got it. Like he really gets in shape for the role. I think he goes for it. Well, I love Ray Fisher in his roles, but I think he goes too far on Twitter, but I know many people that go too far on Twitter. That's as much push as I get back at you, Joe, for going at me this last week. Okay, but what?
Wait, you talking about that tweet from like 3 weeks ago?
I'm just kidding with you. Yes. I know many people that go too hard on Twitter.
Well, I stand by that tweet.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you, Anthony. Antonio.
Yes, make sure you're also viewing this on Brucifer. He could help use the watch hours. I have both up. And I thumbs up the Kingdom of Nerds. He's up to 519 subs. Awesome.
519.
All right, what do you think of what I said, Joe or Brian?
Yeah, well, it's James Gunn,
He does great casting.
Yeah, you can't.
James Gunn is going to James Gunn.
You can't go wrong with the gun. # gun nut.
Damn right. Mm-hmm. And John Cena is going to be the Peacemaker, so it's going to be cool.
Superman in 1978, Superman told a guy in an alleyway, "You can't solve society's problems with a gun, but you know what? You can solve DC's problems with the James gun."
Yeah, you
can. What the hell, Anthony? I literally said,
"Yes,
Anthony, you always have to push my button." I'm calling you out, bro. I literally said that if I take away my personal bias,
I was waiting for this.
Which is hard.
This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous.
If you hate James Gunn, hit that like button.
I've been so fair to Kathy and James Gunn. I said I have a bias against high-paid executives that are in charge of these universes.
Except
and I said,
Feige.
if you take away my personal feelings about what went down in the baggage of DC, this cast is fire. This cast is fire.
Mama Bear's taking you aside.
How about coming to my channel too, Mama Bear? Come over here too. I'm taking you away from Bruce. No.
Hey.
I'm just kidding. But
we could share Mama Bear. All right.
Yes, please. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Were you being serious, Anthony? I literally was gushing over the cast and saying I like the casting better than Rebel Moon, and I'm looking forward to Rebel Moon.
We need gun control.
I think he just
normally I would be disagreeing.
I think he just wanted to trigger me.
Listen, I have a problem with them using Mrs. Teschmacher because Mercy is she was from the first Superman movie. She was Lex's assistant / girlfriend. And I think it should be Mercy that was cast as his partner and assistant or whatever, not Miss Teschmacher.
Can we have
what about the Smallville version where they took Mercy and Miss Teschmacher and joined them together and created Tess Mercer?
Tess Mercer.
Literally, it was like, hey, let's take Miss Teschmacher and Mercy and put them in a blender. Tess Mercer.
Hey, Brian, I was thinking of that score music too.
I do not condone this. I do not.
That's my favorite part of the whole movie, dude. When Otis is walking through the subway and that music's playing, and he kind of leans against the wall, and the train goes by.
It's a very good sequence. Very well shot.
John Williams was freaking magic in that movie. Okay, it has the best score of any movie ever. Superman. The movie.
Oh, we should also, while we're thinking about it, give a shout out to our good friend Rhea. I think it's her
birthday.
Happy birthday, Rhea.
Very happy birthday to you.
Oh, yeah, out celebrating tonight. She's not on stream, so
yeah, that's great.
Don't blame her on that one.
We're gonna get a chance to hang out with my wife and Rhea together, and then Brucifer and Too Much Soup. Hopefully, and my cousins, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Maybe. I have to.
I wish I had a way to get over there, guys. I mean,
yeah. Seriously. Well, you could sleep right next to me, buddy.
Yeah, but the problem
I have a king size.
Right next to the Raphael doll.
No, dude, transit is the biggest problem because, even taking a train, you think a train would be like that, but dude, taking a train takes 4 freaking days, and then it's like,
if you're okay with flying, I'll pick you up at the airport. I just hate flying.
No, I have no problem flying. It's just $700 for round trip is
so maybe if we don't I'm planning to do too many games, Brian. But if you want to come out a different time and you want a vacation, you could hang out here and then we'll go to the lake, and that's not going to cost you anything once you're here.
There's no better place. There's no better place to meet up than Labor Day weekend in Atlanta. Come down to Atlanta, Labor Day weekend. That's the time. That's the place.
Sticks Boy, where are you guys meeting up? We're meeting up in Pennsylvania.
Well, I have a rule. So here's the thing, okay? I want to go to every baseball park I can just get my filthy little hands.
Oh, you want me to get baseball tickets?
So I'll pay for baseball tickets, okay?
No, my dad would love that. I'm just checked out as a sports person.
Dude, I haven't been to I've always wanted to go to, there's a few places. The park for the Phillies. I'd love to go there.
Got to sit in section 301. It's always fun in 301.
Right? Isn't that where they shot some of the Shazam movie or whatever?
Well, they shot Shazam 2 at the Citizens Bank, but
Joe's Doolin said I want to go to PNC Park. That's in Pittsburgh.
That's where I was if you want.
I was a Pittsburgh Pirates fan when they had Barry Bonds way back in the day.
Let me just do the
Three Rivers.
Let me just give a shameless plug to Sticks Boy. Please check out Sticks Boy's channel. He has some great content over there. He's a member of Kingdom of Nerds, and he plays a lot of Fortnite.
Is this channel Boosterific?
Boosterific.
Oh, he appears to be a Booster Gold fan.
Oh, the boost.
I'd even put that together before. That's Booster Gold logo. Oh, I see it now.
Oh, nice, Joe.
That's my favorite superhero.
Cool. So, Joe, did you say you had some positive stuff you want to talk about while you're here?
Well, yeah, the only thing that came out today, news-wise, that really had me happy and excited was the news about the new Karate Kid movie.
Which I am really excited about that.
And I don't think anyone saw that coming.
I saw that coming.
You saw that coming?
Yes.
Look, they announced a while ago there was going to be a sequel to the Jackie Chan Karate Kid movie.
Yes.
And my attitude was, well, the Jackie Chan one, I don't give a damn. I'm not interested in
I'm good.
sequel. But as soon as they announced, oh no, Daniel and Jackie Chan are teaming up, and this is a sequel to both of them. Yeah. It's like, all right, you got me. Hook, line, and sinker. I am now in. I just hope Johnny's there too. You better bring Johnny Lawrence into this as well.
Hold on. I got so excited I was screaming. Uh-oh.
What happened?
That's the wife.
That's the wife.
What was that?
He's up in his bedroom now. So like,
she's calling him to tell him to shut up. Oh, I see.
Yeah, he can't make as much noise as he did when he was downstairs because there's less wall between them now.
Wow.
So he can't be as animated as it was.
You think the way his dogs bark, you'd think it wouldn't be near as loud as him, but okay.
Well, I guess it happens downstairs.
Whoops.
Yeah.
So if you ever go to Max's house, don't go to his basement.
Well, if you woke the poor woman up, that's not right.
No, I know.
It's
hard it's hard to get rest in my house with the dogs and me.
We got 30 people watching on Max's channel. And only 17 likes. Hit that like button, guys. Come on.
Yeah, come on, help everyone.
He got in trouble with his wife for this.
I did actually get excited about the jet.
But no,
it's Joe's fault.
I'm glad that you're excited about the
almost the wrong way.
Because that was my first question was what does Max think about the Lex Luthor casting? Because I know how everybody felt about Jesse Eisenberg. They really loved him. I'm more of I do not like Kevin Spacey. He's an awful human being, but I really did like his portrayal of Lex Luthor.
You separate the art from the artist, which is hard because he's such a horrible person, but he was an amazing Lex Luthor.
I mean, he nailed Lex Luthor, in my opinion.
The best scene,
loathing of Superman, it was
best scene in that whole movie. Best scene in that movie is the scene with Lois where he's taunting her on the boat, and he's like, "Come on, let me hear you say it. Let me hear you, Superman." Raw, yeah. Oh my God, no, he was so good. It's a shame he's a piece of garbage.
Yeah. Yes. To get back to this amazing news, I did call this. I said they should get them both involved in the same project. I said the next thing is Jackie Chan. And I really actually liked the Jackie Chan reboot movie. I thought it was really well done.
I've actually never seen it. I got to watch it now.
No, it's good. It's very good.
I need to watch it now.
It should have been a Cobra Kai movie. Just saying.
Well, it might be.
It might be type thing where it's like limited release theatrically and then on Netflix or who is making this movie?
Sony.
All right, so let me read a little bit of this.
They're not putting the Smith kid in there, are they?
No, they're actually casting for a new kid. They put out a video. This video that is down at the bottom. Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio talk about how they're looking for a young kid of Chinese descent to play the new Karate Kid, and it's going to be about a Chinese boy who comes to America.
That's cool.
And I guess Daniel and Mr. Han together teach him, which is interesting because Mr. Han teaches Kung Fu and Daniel teaches karate. They're two different martial arts. I'm really curious to see how this is going to work, but I'm excited.
Yeah. And I think, honestly, as a Jackie Chan fan, I think you
guys really have faith in Sony to complete this?
Well, because it's the template's already there of Mr. Han from the reboot movie. And I think it's one of Jackie Chan's best roles that's not just like his typical kung fu movies. I think it's an amazing. I think to get him involved. I love Jackie Chan. God. So
I can't stand Ralph Macchio. I really can't.
Really?
Just reminds
What's the
me
matter
of
you, Christopher?
Oh, he's such a bad actor, and his geriatric karate and
geriatric karate.
This Cobra Kai.
Ageism, ugly ageism.
This has to be on Hot Takes. Did he just say the geriatric karate kid?
Geriatric karate kid. Yes.
I ain't gonna walk again.
He's like,
not even on crutches.
Oh my God!
I ain't gonna cry. I ain't gonna cry. Greasers.
Lucifer's the king of nerds. Commentary does. I never had to say this before. Does not necessarily represent MME. I do not. I stand far away from that comment about Ralph Macchio. What are you saying, Cal? Yeah, we got to get DL. DL's just busy. He's Hot Takes does still exist.
All right. Let me just say this one more time. Ralph Macchio and his geriatric karate sucks.
And that's one to grow on.
The irony of having an elderly woman say that when you're being so ageist.
That was the point.
I'm clipping that out and putting that as a short. I can't wait to see the hate. Unless you do it. Yeah.
That was fine.
Unbelievable geriatric karate kid. What do you think of that, Joe?
I mean, what was Pat Morita?
Japanese.
I mean, he wasn't geriatric.
No, he was.
But he was amazing.
Movies, yeah,
he was jumping over fences and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, well, so does Ralph Macchio. He
stumbles over.
Miyagi taught him everything he knows.
Leave it to Joe to make a worse
over
hot
cars.
Leave it to Joe to make a worse hot take than Bruce.
When?
Yeah, because you just taught Mr. Miyagi. You're saying Mr. Miyagi had geriatric moves?
Yeah, he was an old man.
Oh my God! Voltaire, help me. Brian, help me.
Thank you for taking the heat off of me.
Teenagers.
Well, unbelievable.
We need Hillary's swank back.
That's the one I didn't see.
I mean, how's that a hot take? Didn't you see the movie?
Dude,
like he literally was. Of course he was amazing.
How old
that's the point. 90? The point is you don't put down the geriatrics. That's the point of this franchise. The old man teaches the young man karate. That's what this franchise was built upon.
Yeah, and how to take care of a bonsai tree.
They made a cartoon series out of it.
Wonder why they chose
to be fair, they made cartoon series out of everything.
Not everything.
RoboCop, dude.
RoboCop. Yes, RoboCop was a thing, but it's not everything.
Hey, cuz
there was no cartoon series based on the Hogan family.
So did they not pick an American kid to be the Karate Kid? Is that to get the Chinese audience?
Wasn't it an Elf cartoon?
Well, they've done.
I think the casting call was for a Asian descent or someone of mixed race.
They've done they've done the other kids before already. So even with Cobra Kai and Karate Kid, so try something different. Yeah.
All I'm saying is Hilary Swank better be in Cobra Kai season 6.
I can't imagine she won't. They bring everybody back.
They should. I just never saw that one.
It's not good.
Cobra Kai season 5 brought back Ryan Reynolds' sexy sister-in-law, Robin Lively. So,
Cobra Kai is a teenager sitcom for 4-year-old white dudes.
Absolutely. I love it.
It's a soap opera.
That category, so maybe that's why.
It's a soap opera. I like the show. It was really good at the beginning. I think it lost its way the last few seasons. But people saying it's the best thing ever is it's ridiculous to me.
It's kind of silly, but it's so much fun. I mean, I think it's fun. Yeah, to watch.
It's a really good show.
Yeah.
What's the character's name? Stole the show at the beginning.
Johnny Lawrence. He's good throughout.
He made the show at the beginning, the first couple seasons. Yeah.
People should be casting him. He's a really good actor.
I'm going to be disappointed if he's not in the new movie. I think he has to be. He's so popular from Cobra Kai.
The only problem I have with Cobra Kai is these kids are having brawls and nobody's calling the police. Like, what?
That's stupid. Yeah, they're killing. Look, they crippled one of them in one of the episodes. I mean, they kicked them off stairs. Yeah, it's dumb. They go to a water park and they get into a brawl. Like, it's ridiculous. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you, even that Johnny Lawrence, I started buying those Coors Stubbies because of him. They look so good the way, even though that was blatant product placement, it worked on me.
Yeah.
Bird, hey, Joe.
Well, while we're all still here, I know I kind of focused. Oh, Styx is here. Hey, Styx.
Hey, guys.
How's it going?
Hey, Styx.
Yeah, my headset's work.
All right. Fortnite streamer and the Time Tunnel curator. Nice.
Yes, an improv master.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, while everyone's here, I want to revisit just the I kind of focused on the Kathy part of it, that she's not getting extension. I feel like the focus is going towards Dave Filoni, Ahsoka season 2, and the movie. I think that's going to be the first movie to be back at Star Wars in the theaters. But let's just get to let's not talk about Kathy.
The Rey movie.
Let's just talk about Dave Filoni.
Yep.
And to compare to, like, I think he's in a similar situation as James Gunn. People disagree with me. It's just that she was already there, where Peter Safran and James Gunn were hired together. So I think it's a similar scenario as James Gunn, Peter Safran, is Filoni and Kathy. Do you think that Dave Filoni is going to thrive in this? We'll get Styx first. Go ahead, Dave. Go Styx about Dave Filoni. You think this is you don't think this is a good position for him? Or what do you think? A mistake to put Dave Filoni?
I don't think this is a good position for him. I don't think.
Oh, really?
He's bad at what he's doing, but what he's doing is what he needs to be doing. I don't think being in an executive position is going to be the place for him, because he's an ideas guy. So,
well, he's creative.
Yeah, but he's in charge of creative. He's not the one doing the creative.
You want someone to check his creative juices.
I think he still needs to be making. I wouldn't have put it that way, but
that's gross.
It's not a turkey on Thanksgiving. I think he needs to be doing, like I said, he needs to be doing what he's doing, and not be doing stuff for other people. He has to do it for himself.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I just want to coin this before anybody else does.
Where did Voltaire go?
Put Ahsoka in everything and make it gay.
Wow. Took him out.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Someone put Voltaire. Someone put you in the back. It wasn't me. Okay.
It wasn't me.
I don't know. Maybe you just got kicked out.
Very hurtful. Very hurtful.
I'm sorry, Voltaire. My monitor was off. Maybe I did it when I was trying to get my monitor.
This is the Raphael joke about your Raphael doll? I'm sorry.
No. I think what happened is, how my monitor that my office got me, for some reason it goes out, and I was reconnecting the buttons. I might have pressed the button.
Can I ask you a question, Max?
Yeah.
Why do you have a doll face down, ass up next to you?
About this one?
Yes. Sleepy E.T.
Fighting a pillow.
How dare you?
I'm fighting a pillow.
How dare you? I'm
gonna bring more stuff. The Nick Fury of Star Wars.
But what do you think, Joe, about Dave Filoni? I know you were like, I'm not sure if I like Dave Filoni. What do you think about him in this new creative chief officer creative?
Well, we'll see. As long as they can keep the quality up, I'll be happy.
Or start the quality. Yes, I agree. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Joe. Bruce, what do you think about Dave Filoni as the?
I think he should stick to animation, because Ahsoka was okay, and creators in charge of anything never works out well. That's why they don't put them in charge of anything.
Why you do it? What? Where's that same energy towards James Gunn?
I give you that same energy towards James Gunn tonight.
Okay.
And it's going to be one of those. It's a title made up just to keep the fans happy. he's going to have no power whatsoever.
I don't think it's. You sound like people that disgruntled Snyder fans when James Gunn was announced. He's not going to have any power. He's not going to be able to do anything. Yeah.
Max, put the Variety article up about it that I put in the private chat if you want.
All right.
Because what Brucifer said is a problem. If this is just a symbolic title that could be to placate from people who like him and he does nothing, that's bad. But if what this article says is true, then it's very positive.
I feel like it's done also to help with the movie, which I believe his is going to go ahead of Ray's. I think Ray's isn't ready yet. And I think it would be a smarter play, even if you're going to continue Ray's story, to have something else to debut in the theaters first, besides just the sequel trilogy character story again.
Well, did you see Daisy Ridley's interview? And part of the interview there, she says, my next movie is written. It looks great. I just have to read it, she says.
Okay. Well,
I don't know how she knows it's great. She hasn't read it.
In that article, it says he's going to be involved with the inception phase of things. If you scroll down to his quote, or wherever you want, Max, however you want to handle this.
Okay, let me see. Damn ads on this computer. All right. Dave Filoni has overseen Star Wars, The Clone Wars, Rebels, The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and is the master of all things in a galaxy far, far away. Now he has a new role at Lucasfilm, Chief Creative Officer. He still holds the title of Executive Vice President, which he received in 2020. Filoni announced his Chief Creative Officer title in an interview with Vanity Fair on Tuesday. He was already an executive producer on all live-action Star Wars shows on Disney Plus, and had been tapped to direct a film weaving together all the TV storylines. But he will now take a more involved role with the future of Star Wars. So this proves Bruce wrong already. I just see that Bruce is still there. In the past, a lot of projects, no T-Mobile. All right. In the past, a lot of projects I would be brought into, I would see it after it had already developed a good ways, he said. In this new role, it's opened up to basically everything that's going on when we're planning the future of what we're doing now. I'm involved at the inception phase.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not telling people what to do. Oh, no, he added. But I do feel I'm trying to help them tell the best story that they want to tell. I need to be a help across the galaxy here, like a part of the Jedi Council almost. Oh, that sounds horrible because the Jedi Council was disastrous.
That's a good point.
It does actually feel like the Jedi Council was running Lucasfilm now that you know. I love the prequels, but the Jedi Council in the prequels was disastrous.
That makes it sound more of a proofreader role than anything else.
Oh,
yeah.
At the inception, that's what he said before. He said he's going to be there at the inception. What that means to me in the best case scenario, so the stuff in Obi-Wan that busted canon, like Leia knowing Obi-Wan and stuff like that, he might have gone in there and said, no, you can't do it this way. You got to do this or blah, blah, blah. That's what that implies. Now, if that's true, that's terrific.
This helps with Kathy's biggest weakness as well, is being at their inception where she hires someone and then she can't offer much to get them help get the project on track. And that's why everything falls through. So I would say, even if you're keeping Kathy, which I think that is the symbolic role, not Filoni. I think he's more relevant to the future than she is, honestly. That's my opinion. But I think that's if you're going to keep her, that is probably the best part of this, is that he is going to be there towards the inception of other storytellers to help them get on their way, because everything's been falling through. That's a fact.
I agree with Joe's right here. He's pretty much an assistant to the assistant manager.
Oh, wow. Such disrespect.
Why would they even bother announcing this if that's all that is? Is it just to placate people?
She's still a president of Lucas. She's not going anywhere.
November 2024.
Well, to that point, then who would take over? Do you think Filoni is taking over her spot in 2024?
No,
I don't.
He needs
maybe
an executive.
maybe the rumors are true that after Secret Wars that
Feige
comes over. I don't know. He does really like Star Wars a lot.
He really likes Marvel, and see how that
even
going.
though
he ruined Marvel
too. Kathy threw shade on the Feige announcement, but that was actually a legit thing, as other sources corroborated later on. That it just didn't. It just that he was signed on. She's like, everyone else is so. This is what shade Kathy did for the Feige.
He seemed annoyed. Yeah.
Every other project, she's like, they're too busy for Star Wars, right? Everyone else. But then when you talk about someone that, in my opinion, she's not thrilled about Feige being involved, she's like, well, that never really went anywhere. So that, am I wrong there, Voltaire? All the other projects, she's like,
Brian, everybody,
Brian Johnson's, everyone's too busy.
And we pulled up the receipts for the proof of that.
And she downplayed Feige's involvement, that he was hired for a project because probably Bobby Iger wanted Feige, and she's like, oh, that never really got started. Why can't she keep that same energy towards projects she's passionate about? So that makes me think, in my opinion, that she was throwing a little bit of shade on the Feige project. Where everything else, because everything else, she BS's her way and says, oh, it's still happening. They're just too busy. Whoa, strange Marvel theories, $5. Breaking news, Spider-Verse and MCU crossover announcement. Really? I'll have to Google that.
Well, yeah, because of Madam Web.
Yeah, I said this the other day that it was going to be Spider-Man 4 will be a crossover with Sony.
Let me see.
Good.
Does anyone have a response to my Feige speculation?
I want to see Holland get killed in the Spider-Man movie. That's just my take.
I don't like it. I think Filoni deserves this opportunity because he's been involved with most of what's been working for Star Wars lately since the sequel trilogy. I've been a fan of him since Avatar: The Last Airbender. I think he's got a lot to offer. I think he connects well with the younger generations. And I respect Sticks Boy and Brucifer's opinion, but I don't like the downplaying of his relevancy in this new position. Oh, he's just there in name only, or it's not. It's just that's it.
Well, assistant.
I just don't think he's I don't think the position that they're putting him in is what he needs to be. Not that he,
okay.
Not that it's a placated position, just that if it's what they're saying, that's the position for him.
Okay. Brian, Voltaire, you have any other comments on the how relevant Filoni will be in this new role? I think he's basically doing this already, and he earned this.
Well, no, it's just
I don't think he's
do this
go ahead.
from day one, man.
Yeah,
they should have been doing this a long time ago. I thought this was Pablo Hidalgo's job. What the hell has he been doing?
Garbage.
I don't know.
Well, he's in charge of story group, isn't he?
I think he's basically out of a job. I haven't heard, but they haven't really said he's out of a job because I haven't heard anything from him since
Celebration.
That was the whole point of the story group, was to maintain continuity with the story. So that was Pablo Hidalgo's job to do that, and he failed miserably.
He's terrible.
So,
did he fail or did they bypass
somebody? I don't know.
That's my question.
Possibility. It might be a possibility, but if they bypassed him, that's
this is
kind of
where you're creative and you say, I want to do this, and you got more power than the story group, and you push it through. Despite what the story group is telling you, no, you shouldn't do that. This is because of this, and this. And you go, no one will notice, and just push it through.
I'm trying to find
an article. Everybody notices.
Strange. I can't find an article on this.
I didn't see an article on it. I saw a what if type of.
That was last week.
Okay.
It was in my news on Monday.
Oh, all right.
I could just do one more thing on this. something is happening, everybody. Even if this is some kind of announcement just to appease people or make people somewhat happy. If that's the case, that means they've recognized they need to make people happy. Or maybe Ahsoka, which was largely, many people think, the first decent Star Wars we've seen out of Disney. Something is happening, everybody. Does it mean that I've always said she'll never be fired. She'll walk away when and if she so chooses. But Max is right. Her contract's up in November of 2024. They normally would have.
They'll never use the word fired. They'll just be like, "Oh, she had other opportunities," or
it'll be like
she was happy with
Henry Cavill.
She'll take over Marvel.
I always said fired in Hollywood is subvert your expectations. What you think that means, unless you get caught with your pants down, literally doing something. You're celebrated on your way out. Thank you.
No, it depends. It depends. Okay, here's a perfect example, and then I'll shut up. Okay. Henry Cavill is a perfect example. Okay.
Of what?
He didn't get fired.
He wasn't rehired.
They just didn't bring him back on.
But I say that's bullshit. He was fired.
That's not
fired. It's just spin. It's just the way you spin it. Yeah.
Joe's doing.
That's what I'm trying to say. If it suits your narrative, then you're for it. You know what I mean?
So basically, if she doesn't get a contract, I take that as a firing. Yeah.
I don't think whatever.
Joe's Dooling said, reminds me of made-up job titles in the early 2000s, like website evangelist.
Yeah, but to what end, Joe's Dooling? Like, why would they do this? Like, what's the point if that's the case?
Kathleen Kennedy, the president of Marvel.
They just want another layer of the onion between the fans' criticism and Kathleen Kennedy.
I view it as a firing. Like, I think Cavill was fired. It was bullshit. And I take it as like, I don't just say, he didn't get a contract.
You could look at it both ways. Brian's correct. You could look at it both ways. You could look at it if you're a boss and your employee walks into your office and says, I want a raise for 10% raise, and you say, heck no, I'll give you maybe a 3% raise, but if you want a 10, go find it somewhere else. And you let that employee walk. Did you fire them? You know what I mean? So
you didn't hire them.
You chose not to keep them.
They
weren't good enough for you to keep, or else you would have paid that 10% raise. You know what I mean?
Well, to be fair, Gina Carano too. She wasn't. If you're going to go that route, she wasn't fired either. She just didn't get a new contract.
Right.
Hey Max, you want to see what Ryan Kennel thinks?
Yeah, now I'm curious.
And they don't like Filoni either, do they?
No.
Is he going to get my stream taken down with any commentary?
No, it's just a tweet.
Okay.
There you go.
Jeez.
Well, I know he doesn't like Ryan.
I
know he doesn't like Filoni.
The arcade outpost.
Oh, let me read this.
Don't get to appear in literally every Disney Star Wars project from now on. LOL.
That's true. Probably true.
Try to blame Kathleen Kennedy for interfering when the Mandoverse is absolute dog shit. When all she's done is promote Filoni over the last few years.
He has seething hatred towards Filoni because of the EU and Legends, and when Filoni uses a character, like he's probably so pissed at Thrawn. Bring that back up. Well, I wasn't done looking at that.
Sorry. Jeez.
So he probably dislikes Filoni more than Kathy.
No, he doesn't dislike him more than Kathy.
But honestly, yes, I do think this means just like James Gunn puts certain characters and everything. I do think this means Ahsoka's going to appear everywhere, and I'm okay with that because I like Ahsoka, and me and Voltaire are in the Rosario Dawson.
They need to recast Ahsoka.
What are you talking about?
Rosario Dawson, not the greatest actress.
More ageism for Brucifer.
I didn't say.
You better not say her geriatric Jedi ways.
Well, it looked like she had a little arthritis when she was fighting.
Yeah, she did look a little bit old in those fight scenes. I can't say she doesn't, and I love her. She looks great.
Even Voltaire agrees with me.
I have to be honest. I mean, come on.
They didn't let her use her hover round, so she was all right.
Voltaire, you were loving the way she was moving on stage that one day dancing. So
yeah, she looks terrific. I don't know. That was the choreography, Bruce. Like she was.
She was so movies like Alexander, wink, wink, and Sin City.
I'm like, where's her AARP card?
It's in the
Well, you know
manual.
what? I hope they recast everybody. I hope they recast Luke. I hope they recast Han. Well, no, they don't. They have Han Solo.
No, they need to move away from the Skywalker storyline.
No, you're wrong. You're exact opposite. They need to go in and go in balls deep.
Embrace
No,
the
they
stupid.
can't.
Yeah, they
complain people complain about canon now. You think how that would go over with hardcore Star Wars fans?
They'll
They all
focus
hate
in
it.
that period of time between the awful movies and before the awful movies.
Unfortunately, Voltaire, you don't know this. For the last 2 years, Sticks, they've been focusing more on the High Republic stuff.
Yeah.
That's where they're moving. That's where they're moving to.
Yeah, they're trying to go old.
That's the success for Kathy.
Yep. And people are buying those.
I haven't read any of it
comics,
though.
books.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they seem to like it. They seem to like it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if they have some good characters, I'm all for it because the High Republic had a lot of Jedi action. That's the thing. So I'm all for that. You know what I mean? These projects, like as much as I like the Mandalorian, there's not enough Jedi action in it for me.
Dawson has moves like Machio. Oh, Joe stolen.
This is why he's on my panel.
That's great.
I think Ahsoka showing up in more series is a good thing. So
yeah, sure. I like the character. I love the character.
Isaac, there's no proof of that. Please don't spread rumors.
Did he get his mic fixed yet? Oh, sorry.
Oh, Senior Nerd. Hello, Senior Nerd. Well, we can look up a few more. I looked at the mailbag. The mailbag is done. Oh, no, it's not good. That's how.
Yeah.
Listen, the
mailbag.
Mailbag is a staple of my channel. It's a good
There's
way
nothing on there?
for the members to get something out of it. And I have I love when people leave stuff in the mailbag. So if you're a member now, please go comment for tomorrow. I will cover the mailbag. I'll leave it up, and I will cover it tomorrow. And
What's your holiday schedule for everybody so they know?
I don't know yet because I have a lot of stuff to do. I got to get ready for. I still didn't get the tickets for the sci-fi convention on Saturday.
Weimar Sci-Fi Con.
Okay, who's this?
I don't know.
Why?
I like the picture.
The Force is female. Oh, okay. The Force is whatever it wants to be.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Liam Neeson. Come on. Liam Neeson. I'm so sick of Liam Neeson taking type style movies. I can't even watch them anymore. And he used to be a great actor.
What about the movie he did where he's an expert trucker with the girl from the from the Predator sequel? They're both truck drivers. It's horrible.
God, he was in this one movie, dude, where he was like gambling for like this slave over like some racing.
Yeah. He's making hay while the sun shines. He's taking any and all roles.
And like, he was like ran through at the end, but like, nobody had a problem with it then, but everybody's like wondering why he didn't die now.
What do you mean he's ran through? That's sexual, Brian.
Oh, jeez.
When somebody's been ran through.
And as he was lying there dying, he was his young apprentice. Like,
oh God.
Jeez. It was like master,
Well, I have some bad news. What the heck is Disney doing? They're going full Zaslav. They had a movie that was ready to be released, and then they're stopping it and trying to sell it off. The Bike Riders.
Good title.
The trailer looks good. Yeah.
Yeah,
him and Tom Hardy.
The Bike Riders.
The good trailer was decent. It has this guy that was Elvis. What's his name? I forget. The actor's name.
I just described the Phantom Menace.
Well, it should be in
Max, I put a question in the private chat for you.
Jin. You know why I don't put questions in the mailbag, Max? Because I'm and
I heard that potentially, Sticks Boy, but yeah, we could bring that up. But let me get this.
There should be an article. There should definitely be an article for that one.
Yeah. I'm trying to find out why okay, the Bike Riders may not be an excellent fit for the merged studios. As Deadline points out, 20th Century Studios Disney released Gareth Edwards, the creator, starring John David Washington, September to tepid box office results. The sprawling and frankly excellent sci-fi only managed $104 million worldwide against an $80 million production budget. The long and short of it is when it comes to releasing films outside of Marvel, Pixar, animation, and Lucasfilm branding, adult features don't typically fare well through the House of Mouse. Early buzz for the Bike Riders is ultra positive, with the film earning an 85% fresh score on Rotten Tomatoes after its world premiere and Telluride. Amidst plumes of dust and smell of gasoline, Jeff Nichols' Mud Midnight Net Special, Take Shelter, directs from a script he wrote inspired by the Danny Lyne book of photography. The Bike Riders is an original. God damn these ads. Is an original story set in 1960s following the rise of fictional Midwestern motorcycle club seen through the lives of its members. The club evolves over a decade from a gathering place for local outsiders into a more sinister gang. So I guess we don't need to read much more of it, but Disney. So what is Disney doing? They are not only reevaluating comic book movies, anything that doesn't have the branding of certain properties is getting a second guess from some of these projects started from 20th Century Fox. This is really unfortunate, and this is really one of the huge downsides from Disney owning all those properties that Fox started. This is very sad. Look, it got 85%. What else could the filmmaker do to get this a wide release besides Disney trying to sell it off? I think someone will come in on this one, though. I'm hoping.
Well, get on that Sons of Anarchy vibe list,
Yeah, but this is disgraceful, Disney. This is going full Zaslav. And all those properties that aren't Star Wars, Pixar, Marvel, those are suffering too because of their mistakes with those big. But they're suffering because of mistakes.
Well, you know what? Really, I think the funny thing is, it's like 15, 20 years ago, we didn't know any of this stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, I imagine this used to happen all the time. Happens all the time. But we don't hear about it because we don't. There's nobody to tell us about it.
You don't want me to have a job?
Transparency.
Yeah.
Well, no. What I'm trying to say though is, it's like canon films. It's like, you ever hear about all the canceled canon movies?
It's different now, Brian, because Disney has accumulated so many IPs. They deserve all the criticism in the world. And look what's happened. They faltered so bad with Star Wars and Marvel that other projects are suffering. And then only sequels and guaranteed stuff is getting the green light now. So people had concerns about comic book movies not being made, or the MCU.
Well, that's Iger's fault. When he announced he wanted to scale back everything.
Yeah, but look what the impact it's doing. People thought, oh, we're going to get better stuff besides comic book movies. You might not. Not from the big studios, not from Disney. You might just get sequels and live action reboot or, reimaginings. And
has Disney even done anything through Fox?
They did Prey. They did some other stuff.
Prey was already under Fox before, wasn't it?
There were some alien projects, but they might have been started at Fox too.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully they don't get messed with.
Well, I'm sorry. One thing I want to say, Josh from Dead and Nerds pointed out that the title they gave Filoni is the same title that Kevin Feige has, Chief Creative Officer.
That's significant.
So there you go.
It's not nothing. It's not nothing.
That's the exact. I didn't realize that's the exact same title as
that's
Feige.
Some of the best news I've heard in Star Wars.
Can you share a tweet?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, because that is significant.
Long time. Wow. God, can you guys quit complaining about Star Wars and throwing it all at Kathleen Kennedy's feet?
But again, him running everything is not going to give him a chance to use his creative side to build something for himself. Or
see, Josh Den of Nerds is kind of a douche, but every once in a while he comes up with something great. No, that is very significant. And
can you fact check that, please?
Are you ready to take your L, Bruce?
Fact check that, please.
Yeah, okay, I'll show it to you right now.
Dave Filoni was promoted to executive creative director in 2021, but this is way bigger than that. He's CCO, which is a title Kevin Feige holds for Marvel. Mind blown.
But the difference is Feige doesn't answer to anyone.
What are you talking about?
Filoni has to answer to. He didn't answer to anyone for the longest time.
Feige had some clashes.
Filoni has to answer. Filoni has to answer to Kathleen still.
There was some guy that got let go last year. It was
there was a guy, I can't remember his name. That was let go during the pandemic when
it wasn't Chapek, it was someone else.
No, not Chapek. It was, and then Chapek put all his lawyers in charge of everything.
Yeah, so then when
Iger came back, they all got pushed out, and now there's somebody else. Now I don't know if the same guy came back, and I can't think of his name right now.
Clashing with Feige. That's what I'll look up.
Yeah, I think Feige just sort of stepped over all these people because of all the successes, all the W's. He is president and
Victoria. Well, one was Victoria Alonso, but there was someone else too.
Yeah, Feige's president of Marvel, right?
He's president and CCO of Marvel Studios. Yeah. In fact, if you look at that, somebody points that out to him. But but look, hang on.
Yeah, that's a big difference than just being CCO.
I don't know why you're poo-pooing it so much. I mean,
I'm just saying it is
Victoria Alonso, and then there was another guy,
Perlmutter.
Perlmutter. There he is, Controller Chronicles. Perlmutter. Yes, that's who I was looking for.
Yeah,
look at that. Okay, I think it's significant. It's not nothing.
No,
W's.
No, not nothing.
Something we should have had for a long time.
I do have to keep it quiet around here, and I don't have anything in the mailbag yet. I was gonna save it for tomorrow, Sticks, if you put something in there, or if anyone else puts something in the mailbag. And I still have to pack stuff and get ready to ship it out before the holiday. I'm behind on eBay sales, but I do appreciate the support. And since this is Bruce's channel as well, if you want to do the honors, Bruce, tell people how they could support what you're doing, and check out his trailer reactions as well.
Yeah. I forgot I had a channel. I'm just kidding. Come check me out on Fridays and Mondays on Kingdom of Nerds. If you haven't already checked out my show, Monday Madness, then Friday is the other show where we discuss comic books, collectibles, video games, and anything else that hits our minds. There's a link in the channel. And if you're watching from my channel, please come and support MME, Team MME, the greatest team that's ever been on this channel. Thank you very much.
All right. Sticks, boy, if you want
like that, Voltaire?
I did.
Promote yourself.
Okay. I'm glad
Sell yourself. Sticks.
Sell myself. So I will be on my channel on this coming, tomorrow I will be doing some Whatnot sales, probably. Not sure what time. I think I
don't know what Whatnot is, because a lot of people don't know what Whatnot is.
Whatnot is like a auction site that you can go on and sell things. Whatever it is you like, VHS tapes for Max or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you'd go.
Oh god damn it! I try not to get Max to know about that, but they do sell VHS tapes on there, live auctions.
Yeah, I just bought some. Anyway, starting this Thursday, I'm gonna call it like for this Thursday, it's the After Turkey show, I guess, whatever. I'm gonna start streaming on Thursdays. I'm doing like a game night on my channel. I've got Drawful 2. Drawful 2 is like a win, lose, or draw type of thing where you draw. You can do stuff on your phone and it comes up on the screen. It's an audience interactive game that you can do. So I'm gonna try doing that. I'll be sharing that out at some point. Friday nights I'm on the Renovision channel doing Get Off My Lawn sometimes with Brucifer, not all the time. Joe's dueling in the chat. Jedi Johnson 22. He's been on Kingdom of Nerds before, and the Great Dom Tober,
Angry Dom,
who loves Captain Kennedy. By the way, I hear
I love the Strangler.
Yeah, I love the strangler.
Did you like my thumbnail tonight? I was giving her a big hug.
He was. Yeah, you did. I liked it. Brought me in. The Saturday nights I do Saturday Night Special, also on Renovision, with Kyle, Matt, and Sam, and myself. Sometimes there's someone else in there. And I do my spot here, the Time Tunnel, which is a kind of I go back and look at books from 50, 40, 10 years ago, and I look at their market watch and see where they've been the last year.
What the hell, Cal? It's like you do all this stuff. He's like, get a job. If he has all the time to do that, Cal, power to him. Look at those pops in the back. He's not struggling, Cal.
Well, you can say the same thing about people that watch the streams. Get a job.
Come on now.
Listen, Bruce, don't act the viewers. Watch me more.
Can I ask? I do have a question on that Whatnot show. I'm in the market for
attacking the panelists. Come on.
Yeah, I'm in the market for a pillow biting ET doll, like Max has over
there. I'm sure it's on there. Look at that.
This is my wife. She's not sleeping with me, but I keep her here.
Oh, Gertie.
Oh, Gertie. My God, Max. Too much.
I mean, sleeping beside me, not whatever. That's not going to be good. I'm comfortable on my own.
I mean,
thank you.
He uses ET to keep his needs.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Okay, and I also have an announcement. The Ask Voltaire show coming soon. I will post.
Just messing with you, Kyle. There you go.
Questions and topics in for the main man himself, Voltaire. And I'll work with Voltaire to see when he wants to do that hour stream. The Ask Voltaire show. Ask him some hot topics because he has some hot responses. He's got some hot takes.
I could see that, dude. He's just like a glass of wine with Voltaire, Just sit there.
Peanut butter and spaghetti. What do you think?
No.
And he will also teach the male and female viewers of this channel, if we have any, how to approach and court a young lady with Voltaire.
Well, that's why I was hoping to get some more female viewership with the Voltaire show, the Ask Voltaire show. I think it'll help.
You get some of my female viewers. I have quite a few.
Okay. All right, so that's all we got for tonight.
You're right. Thanks, Cal.
Ain't that classy?
I got the Courvoisier. I could do all that. Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
He's letting little hints out there that he's a made man. It sounds like he's got his
no
pretty good in his business life. He said my building once a few weeks ago. I'm like my
building, my Tesla, my bidet.
Tesla. He's talking about Teslas and bidets.
His heated electronic Tesla, heated electric bidets.
He doesn't have a couch. He has a duvet.
Ooh.
I can see it, dude. Just sprawled out on the duvet.
I could teach you
cigarette holder.
I believe
it. Wine glass in the other.
All right, crack open the
Deep
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Voltaire.
That's how the.
Voltaire, can I ask you a question?
Maybe during the Thanksgiving time when nobody's on, maybe I could come on and do a stream and just do like a
Ask Voltaire show. Okay.
Voltaire, can I ask you a question?
We'll do episode 1. It'll be the final episode.
What is the name of your manservant?
No, sorry. No manservant, sadly.
All right. Well, that's all we got tonight. Thank you for watching. Let me see here.
Thank you.